Dobre Utra. That's Russian, I think, hopefully. So this is all in now, all our legs are across. We are ready to get our concrete poured for our base slab. Plenty to get on with today, so. Buenos dias YouTube, and welcome back to another day on our single story extension build. So in here, not much has really changed in here at the minute, because obviously we've been focusing on the rest of the house. All the sparklers have finished their first fix. The plumbers have got to do a couple of little bits more, just getting basically a feed down to the sink, which is going to be over there, and to the dishwasher here. And then this is ready to roll. We're actually going to start plasterboarding this on Monday, so that's good. Let's go upstairs and show you what's been going on up there. We've got our dormer, which you've seen being built. So all we've got to do out here now is basically put some additional rafters across here, all the way across this edge, just to finish this roof section off. If you remember, there was going to be a flat roof which came across here, but we've managed to alter the design slightly, just so we can make sure that it basically looks a lot better, to be honest, because with a little small section of flat roof across there, it was going to look a bit odd. So we've worked out that we can get our rafters to come across nicely and just extend the roof down here, so it's going to look absolutely awesome. We'll go inside now as well. This is inside of the dormer, which is basically going to be a bedroom. There was a window in here, if you remember before, so that's obviously all been bricked up nicely. The doorway has been cut through here into the house, because obviously we're going to need a doorway to get into the building from here. All our rafters are in nicely. The roof has had its first coat of waterproofing, so the alutrix has been put on there. Will came and did that while I was away, so that is all good now. So we're fully waterproof in here. Our tarps are keeping us well secured as well. There's a bedroom on the other side of that, and this area here is going to actually be knocked out. What I'm able to do is push the bed in further as well. We're going to build maybe a little cupboard down here as well for a bit of storage for the clients. That'll be all knocked through, just to basically give a bit more space in that bedroom in there. Right, what we'll do, we'll go downstairs and go up, and we can appear in there. Just while I'm up here as well, just want to show you how awesome this G-deck stuff is. I know we big it up all the time, but it is really good stuff. We had our scaffold set up here so we could build everything, but then when it came to putting all the fascias and everything on, we needed additional height, so we just literally within 10 minutes put this scaffold up, got us up to where we needed to be. Nice and safe, brilliant stuff, love it. Cannot recommend it enough. We're not sponsored by G-deck, by the way. I'm not promoting it because I'm being paid. I'm just promoting it because it's good and we like it. We do like it. Also, if noting, it's Friday today, so we're gonna have a fry up. So there is the doorway that I mentioned. That's coming through from the dormer. This staircase has been completely moved. This will be our new landing. What we've done over there, you can see we've had to expose some of that, because what we're going to have to do is actually create a bulkhead there. Because of the height, what we need to do, we're basically shortening the staircase, so we're going to need to put additional winders in to bring us up to where we need to be, because we've got an additional 3 steps here from this landing up to there, so we need to basically get another 3 steps in by this point. So we are going to lift that slightly, well, push it back slightly, so it is going to intrude into the bedroom beyond, but we're going to make something in there that will make a nice little detail out of it, so the client can have a bit of a desk in the bedroom. It's not ideal, but unfortunately that's what we've got to do to get the staircase in to make it to work. So our landing will start here, obviously come across here like this, and there's going to be a wall here, a stud wall will come across here. The wall was originally across here, which went straight up and supported the purlin, which is up there. So what we've done is obviously put this steel in here and built blockwork up off that, and then our stud wall will then come in here. It has shortened the bathroom slightly, but it's a sacrifice that's had to be made to make sure that we can get access into that bedroom. Right then guys, that is it. Friday is done. We've had a very productive day today. We've got all our plastic done, ready for our concrete. We've got some brickwork up, ready for damp. and we've started boarding in what will be our kitchen diner area up here, and the guys have started boarding down here as well. So that's all been insulated, and we've got a good run of boards in there. We just need to get some batten on here. That's why they couldn't do this last bit, because we're going to put an inch batten on here so the board will carry across from our joist and then just screw straight up into our batten, so we can get that all done on Monday. We're all off now to have a well-deserved weekend break. Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah, I'm going for a beer.
Hey, bye, 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 bye. Good morning, YouTube, and welcome to another week on our single story extension build. So today we've got the concrete coming. Everybody's mocking my Swedish accent. I thought it was pretty good, to be fair. So what we're doing is getting ready for the concrete. All our damp is down in this area here. We've got a truck coming from rock solid concrete, so it's all going to be barrowed in, and we're going to basically bring it through that way and into here. Liam's just up on the scaffolding now, getting stuff prepped and ready so we can move some of this section, and then that's it. Yeah, we've got all our plastic out the front ready to protect the ground, because obviously we don't want concrete all over the drive. Yeah, we're just basically making preparations and we'll get this done. So let's do it. Right, so rock solid are here. We are ready to get our concrete poured for our base slab. So all our barrows are ready. We've got our ramp set up. So we're going to be bringing the barrows in through this way into here. We'll flood this area first, get all this done, and then work our way out. We've got our laser level set up as well with our staff, so we can basically get everything where we need it to be. We are going up to this level here. Going to get all this nicely flooded now. Let's get on with it. So that is it, the concrete is in. We've poured all through here and through here. We ended up with under 3.5 cube in there in total. So we're now flush. We're at the same finish level as the kitchen area, so that when we get our insulation down before our underfloor heating, everything will run through nicely, and then we can get all our pipe work in, and then our liquid screed will then flood through the shower room, the boot room, and into the kitchen area, and span the whole lot in one massive pour. Next up, we are going to go upstairs. We're going to get some bits in and finish plasterboarding. We're also going to start striking some of this G-deck down to open the room up completely, because we have got to make preparations for our next slab. So basically from this point here, all that will come down now in preparedness for us to do this floor, and then once the floor's done we can then start plasterboarding. Progress. Next up, we're upstairs, well, up on the scaffold anyway, and we've got Liam and Joe getting this plasterboard finished over in this corner. Me and Pete are just about to start running this strip off along here. What we're going to do is just basically put in an additional piece of timber that will span from there to the centre point there, and that will run all the way down. That just gives us something nice to fix our plasterboard to then, so we can screw through into these rafters. We've got some tech screws as well that will just go straight up into the steel, keep this all nice and solid, and then we can just get our final strips of plasterboard along here. Once that's all in, we can then get this down. It'll be a big step forward, and you'll actually be able to see then the gravity of the room, how big it is. So it'll be really nice actually to drop this and get it out of the way. Obviously we've got a lot of tools and stuff to move. We've got some bits down there as well that need sorting out, so we can have the room nice and clear, ready for our insulation and underfloor heating. So guys, that's it, at the end of another day. The ceiling up here is fully completed. So tomorrow the guys are going to get the rest of the batten across here, and across this side as well, get this boarded, and then get all this G-deck dropped, and then we've got to get the ceiling finished up there. So hopefully I'll crack on well with that tomorrow. Right, that's it. The day done. See you soon. Dobre utra. I don't know, you got to say it in the proper thing, ain't you? Pretend this is Smirnoff. Dobre utra. That's Russian, I think. Hopefully I said it right. For good morning, YouTube, and welcome along to another day on site. So today we're going to crack on with the dormer. We've stripped everything back, as you can see here, and what we're going to do is start basically getting all this plied. So we need to run ply all the way across the face of this dormer and wrap around this side as well. Obviously there's no need to do that side because it's a cavity wall over there. Once we've done that, we can then get our rafters in place. We've got a rafter to bolt to the side here, and then there'll be another one to go in the middle there, and then there will be some smaller rafters that will obviously run from the face of the dormer down in line with this existing roof here, and that will run all the way across to this point here, where we'll then have a small little gable detail, and then it will carry on through to our flat roof, which is... Hi Pete.
Hi John.
Our flat roof, which is here. So we'll have our rafters coming across, and then what we're going to have to do is a bit of adjustment on our roof here. We knew we were going to have to adjust this, but we didn't obviously know how everything was going to work at the stage, so we just carried this through. So we're going to have to basically trim this back and then form like a small little gable area there for Will's resitrix to lap up. Once we've got all this plied, we can get all our rafters set in, and then we know what we're doing with that then, and then Will can get cracking on with that roof. Today as well, Will is going to be on here. So this has been covered over for quite some time. This is actually the alutrix, which is the vapour barrier of the system that we're using. So this has been down, it's been covered over fully. Just needs a bit of a sweep off now because we had loads of insulation stacked on here, which is all there, stacked on, and then the sheet over the top of it just to protect it, because all that will happen is the rain will literally just fill this up. It will just pour, there's nowhere for it to go, and it's so waterproof that it won't escape basically. Will get all his insulation down on here, it's 120mm of insulation, and then his alutrix will go over the top of that, forming our perfectly watertight warm roof. So enough talking, let's get cracking on. I don't know any Faroe languages today, so I'm just going to start with good morning and welcome along to another day on our extension build. So I'm up on our dormer roof, and Will has made excellent progress, looking absolutely mint. So this will never leak now, this is brilliant stuff. So let's go downstairs and see what else we've been up to. Filming has been a little bit sparse at the minute because I've been here, there and everywhere. It's been difficult to get filming done, but I'll just do a little walkthrough. So you've seen us getting our ply on the face of this and our vertical battens. So we're doing vertical battens, we're basically cross battening this. This will allow for our airflow. We've got some nice little vents that we're going to use across the top to prevent any flies or anything like that getting in, and then this will provide a nice airflow down the back here and stop anything sweating. And then obviously when Will comes to tile this, because this has all been tiled, he will put horizontal battens on, space them out exactly how he needs to do, and work his magic on that. That is why we've got our cross battening on here. Down here, Pete smashed this in yesterday, got the last few rafters in there, so that is this part of the roof complete. We're just about now to drop on and get the rest of these rafters in along here. We're just going to trim these battens off to the right height we need to, and then we're just going to start firing those in along there. You can see internally as well what's been going on over there. So our rafters just run down. Basically what we're going to do is ply that face down to the rafter there, because internally that is obviously going to be an internal space. We're actually going to knock that little wall there that you can see, we're going to knock that through, so that extends the bedroom internally, just gives them a little bit more space in there, so there's no need to ply right the way down. We'll obviously put insulation everywhere anyway because it's still a wall, but there's no need to ply right the way down. We'll literally just ply down to that rafter and then do the same as we've done here with our battens all the way around. That's pretty much it, what's been going on as a general overview. I'm going to crack on now, set up some time lapses, and you can watch us work our magic. is all in now. All our legs are across. That is running through nicely with our existing roof. We've got to get our fascia on here ready for Will, and then he can start getting us all in. You can see what we've done here. We've just got a suspended wall plate because we need to obviously get this blocked up, and Alex is on holiday. How dare you be on holiday, Alex? It's all right for some, innit? Anyway, we've got to get this blocked up, so we basically just prop this up here, like you can see there. So that is basically the position it needs to be in. We've got to get another rafter in here, and then the block work will come up. Same detail as on the front of the house. The block work will come up to here, and then we'll have some undercloak with that tile coming over the top, and then this will just get rendered like a mini sort of gable area here. We've got another rafter to go in here, but this is in the way. So tomorrow we're going to be able to get this scaffold down so we can get that last rafter in. And then when we get over to this point here, we just got a couple more rafters to come in here, which will drop down to this point, and then we're going to basically trim this roof back to this so it runs in line there, and then everything will work well. Will can get his resitrix up and some lead over it and dress that all nicely in. It's been a good day. Will has smashed the roof in. It's basically finished up there now. He's just got a few tiles to put in and stuff. Just get the foul under, get that all sorted nicely, and then he will be done. He's got his lap over there as well. He's got to put his little profile finishing trims on there, and that is good to go. So in the morning we're going to get a coat of paint on here, get this all finished up, and then we can get this struck down, get this roof finished off. Yeah, the dormer will be ready for Will to crack on with. So, bye Pete. Good morning guys. I'm just about now to start doing some painting. I love painting. If you've watched our podcast, hopefully you have. Why wouldn't you have watched our podcast? You'll see that I've done some painting before. That's why I don't do it anymore. I love painting. So yeah, anyway, got to get some more coats of paint on here. Need to sort out this little bit here as well. I've had to do a bit of filling around there just to basically make that work with the existing fascia board. Just machined some bits up for Will, which are going to be basically his trim, which go underneath here to give us our off kick, which basically allows the water then to drop straight into the gutter. So once I've got all this painted, Will can get those on and get that finished up there. Pete is now starting to machine up our bits of fascia board for across here. So we're using, if you remember, our Tricoya Extreme waterproof MDF board for our fascia board. So that'll run all the way across there. Once we've done the few bits that we need to up here, we're then going to get this scaffold out the way because we need to get these legs moved basically, because these are in the way of getting this roof finished. Once that's down, we can then get this last rafter in. We've got a bit of brickwork to do down there, a bit of block work. I might be trying my hand at block work because Alex is away, so we'll get that in, get that sorted. So then that's the roof basically finished, ready for Will to crack on with. We've also got a bit of ply to put on the other side of the dormer, so we've got plenty to get on with today. So I'm going to stop talking and start working, I suppose. Right, so that's that last rafter in. Now all I need to do is get this trimmed off, ready to carry our fascia. I also need to get this additional leg in here to support across there as well and carry the soffit board. What we'll do, once this is all cut out and I'm ready, I've done all my other bits, I'll get the block work in, and it will basically come through up to this point here, level with these, here, and then when Will puts his batten on, they will run straight across here, carry all the tiles nicely. The tiles have overlapped slightly as well, just like a detail in the front of the house, and then this would all be rendered in. Our fascia board will come along here, and then there'll just be a nice little return here that will just return up to the blockwork, and that will look absolutely beautiful. Hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you have, please give us a big thumbs up, smash that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so every time we release a new video, you will be notified. Thanks for watching, see you next time.